how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the first broadcast of the Sports Block. My name is Will Giddis alongside Kevin Brunson. We're here for the Middle Creek Mustangs taking on the Southern Durham Spartans. It's shaping up to be a great game. We got a huge crowd here, huge support from all our fans, all of our students. And from what it's shaping up to be, it's going to be an entertaining night.
Yeah, the Creek Crazies came out. They're loud. They're proud tonight. They're going to cheer on the Mustangs, help them get to a victory tonight. Cheerleaders are all out. They got the JV and varsity tonight helping on the Mustangs. Great crowd, great atmosphere, great night for football. Just hope the rain holds off. Don't want to see any of that.
Yeah, it's such a great night. And as the first home game for the Mustangs, you definitely want great weather. A few facts about Southern Durham. They've already played one game. That was a loss at Dudley. They lost 25-49. Mustangs have won a game already. That was against Northern Durham. I believe they won 21-7.
With that win, the Mustangs offense came out in the first half and scored all 21 points. So they're definitely looking to score early and do big things with their offense.
I think a key point of this season for the Mustangs is going to be their offense. I know they have a lot of returning seniors, strong leadership from David Salmon at quarterback, and overall I think we're going to have a pretty solid season. We might not go undefeated, but I think we have a very solid team.
Absolutely, very solid offense. It's Coach Castellano's first home game here at the Creek, so that's pretty exciting for him. Got his first win last week over at Northern Durham, so he's pretty confident about his team and hopes that they can come out tonight and get another victory.
Yeah, and it's starting to drizzle here a little bit. Hopefully it stays like that. Coach Castellano, it's his first year here. Who is the main coach that he's
Crocker?
Coach Crocker is no longer here. Brought in Castellano, and from what I hear from all my football friends, all the players, everybody really seems to like him as a coach and as a person, which as a player is huge for team bonding, getting to know your coach, being comfortable as a team.
Yeah, you definitely want to have a good relationship with your players, player to coach. So that's a key factor.
Yeah, definitely. And today is August 24th. It is a Friday. This is the last Friday for most of the Mustangs before they go back to school. School hasn't started yet, but football certainly has. And I think this is the only thing that the Middle Creek Mustangs are excited about, and that is Friday night football with their Mustangs.
They're not thinking about school at this point. They're up jumping up and down, getting ready, getting their team pumped up for tonight's game. Here they come. They're breaking the banners. They're ready to go tonight, boys.
Yeah, and our baseball team last season won state championships. You were a part of that. So Middle Creek has a very good reputation with sports. They've traditionally had a solid baseball team, a solid football team, and our cheerleading squad has won nationals. It's a great athletic program here.
Absolutely.
And,
you can't forget the basketball team either. They've always come out and shown their sport up. So, unfortunately, no state championships or anything, but they definitely put in a good run. So yeah, our athletic department is fairly well hit the Creek. But it's all about football right now. Forget the other sports. It's football season, Will.
Yeah, and along with sports, Middle Creek, I think, has some of the highest academics in Wake County. I'm not positive on that fact, but I'm pretty sure we have some of the highest test averages, grades, everything. I think we're just, a great school to go to. Because, now you have the choice to choose what school you go to in Wake County, and I'd be surprised if you didn't choose Middle Creek.
Yeah, with that said, I drove by the other day at a freshman orientation, and I heard that this year's class was the biggest in school's history.
Wow, and this area is, always expanding, always more people coming in. And you know what? More people translates to more people at the football games, translates to a louder crowd, and overall just great atmosphere. And the football players, they love hearing the Creek Crazies, going crazy. It really pumps them up and gets them going, as opposed to, maybe some players are waiting for their, offense, defense, waiting to go out. They're waiting, on the sideline without, being dead silence without our student section, the Creek Crazies. So
yeah, most of them are a part of the Creek Crazies during basketball season and baseball season. So they definitely know what it's like to be out there, and they know that they're going to lend their support.
And looks like we're getting ready for opening kickoff here. crowd is going crazy. We got flags waving. We got people dressed up in ridiculous outfits. It's just, I love seeing it.
An onside kick to start off the game. Let's see who gets it. Mustangs say they have it, and they do. The Mustangs start off the game with an onside kick. What a surprise. You know, that brings me back to the Super Bowl when the Saints started the second half, but to see a game started in the first half with an onside kick, Castellano is definitely bringing out the playbook tonight and showing the Spartans what they got.
I was not expecting that, man.
I don't think anyone was expecting that right now. That's definitely a motivator right there. Everyone's jumping up. They're real happy, but there seems to be a discussion between the referees. So we'll see what the final call is.
I think Southern Durham might be challenging whether it went the full 10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
It definitely looks like it from here. You know, I'm sitting right on the 50, and it was definitely definitely a 10-yard kick. The Mustangs have their offense out right now, so
I think the question might be the onside kick. Did one of the Southern Durham players touch the ball before it went 10 yards? Because that was definitely, you know, going to go 12 yards, but it looked like he might have made contact with it before it crossed.
Well, the offense is coming off the field now. Referees signal that Southern Durham will have possession of the ball on Middle Creek's 50-yard line. So first play from scrimmage will start off here. Southern Durham with the ball.
Hand off to number 20, going up the middle for a small gain. That is Joel Evans. He is a junior. He is 5'5", 170 pounds. That's nice. And that was a quarterback keep. I don't think he got too much out of it. 2 yards to go. It is third down, ball on the 42. Shotgun goes back to pass, throws a number 14. He's going to catch that for the first down before he goes out of bounds. That was wide receiver Derek Mason. He is a junior. He also plays defensive back, says our stat sheet.
King Kiaku on the tackle there with some help.
And looks like they're going to run an option here. Pitches it to number 20, running up the sideline. Gets good yardage there, about 10, 12 yards for the first down. And, you know, maybe Castellano's call for the onside kick might be backfiring here, but I like the call. You know, it was a risky decision, and, you know, first home game start of the season with something unexpected. Unfortunately, it backfired, but, you know, it's a risk you got to take. Scrambling and throws it out of bounds to prevent the sack. I think Castellano wants intentional grounding on that one, but no flag, so 2nd and 10 on 21.
It was great by the defense to really attack there on that play. You know, kind of confused the quarterback, made him scramble and make the bad throw.
Yeah, you know, a huge thing for high school football is not letting the quarterback sit in the pocket and make his throws. You got to make him scramble. You got to make him feel the pressure. Otherwise, and that is a reverse, it looks like. And it's going to be run out of bounds.
Flag on the play. Before the flag, you know, that was once again great defensive play. Loss of about 3 or 4.
See what the flag is here.
Flag's a holding on the offense, so that'll bring them back even farther. And once again, another conference by the referees. Not sure. They're going to discuss with one of our Mustang players, Marcus Bullock, number 22.
And they declined the penalty.
Yeah, Marcus is one of our captains, so they were just checking to see if he wanted to accept or decline the penalty, and they declined it, so it'll bring him back.
Ball still on 21. It is Oh, no, moved it back. It is 3rd down, 15 yards to go, ball on the 27. Shotgun formation. And another flag, it looks like.
Another flag causes a false start for the Spartans, so it'll bring them back once again. 3rd and
20.
3rd and 20. We both had the same idea there.
It helps.
And, you know, especially at high school level, you cannot afford to make penalties. You know, I mean, at any level, you really can't afford to make penalties, but especially in these high school games, it kills you. And is that another flag I'm seeing?
It's a lot of laundry the refs are doing out there.
And they're going to talk about it.
Offsides on the offense, so they're coming back even farther. They're just killing themselves out there now. It's, you know, you definitely have to look for a deep ball here, deep pass play for the Spartans, so Middle Creek will adjust their defense and play accordingly.
I wonder how many laps that equals for Southern Durham. Because I know for Middle Creek, that's quite a few.
Oh yeah, Castellano's not easy on his players, but that's good though. You don't have to pity them.
Scrambling, misses the tackle, and he's going to be tackled at around the 24.
And once again, another flag. I saw it thrown out there.
Oh
It's I think it's a block in the back on the offense, and it is blocking the back on the offense. So that play is not going to count, and they're going to come back farther.
I don't know what you say to your coach giving up this many penalty yards in literally one down.
What,
they went
4
from,
straight?
It's 4 straight. They went from 3rd and 10 to what's it going to be? 3rd and...
No, it's going to be 4th down now.
Oh, my bad. 4th and 25.
It's a they're going to make it a spot foul, so it's 4th and about 11. So it looks like the Spartans are going to go for it. You know, it's a pretty good boot for the kicker from this yardage. So they kind of have to go for it. They're in a dead zone. Quarterback drops back, looks to pass.
Scrambling, throws it.
It's picked off by the Mustangs, and he's not going to go down. Number 22, Marcus Bullock, with the interception. Mustangs are fired up. Creek Crazies are fired up. And, you know, now, good thing they didn't score on that, or else Castellano would have regretted the onside kick. Great defense by the Mustangs.
And, you know, Southern Durham really tore themselves up right there. I mean, so many penalties. But, you know, I'm sure at the time it wasn't a thought, but you would have actually gained more yards should you have just knocked that ball down because it was a 4th down play. They actually lost about 20 yards on taking the interception.
There's another yellow flag down there. Offsides on the defense, so once again another penalty by the Spartans.
Oh, man.
So Mustangs are going to advance 5 yards with no snap of the ball. 1st and 5 from their own 20.
That is David Salmon, number 7, back at quarterback. Throws it to number 1. Almost picked off.
Almost. That was scary right there.
That was intended for Quinton Ray, but he had 2 defenders on him, and one of them almost had it. 2nd and 5, ball on the 20.
Let's see if they try to go back-to-back passes here. And I know last year with Crocker, that was a big part of our offense was passing.
And they're going to hand it off to
Naylaan Lopez, number 24. He's going to have enough for a 1st down and some more.
And, you know, Southern Durham, they're really going to, you know, you can't stress enough, they're really going to have to cut down these penalties because, you know, these runs that are only going to go for 5-6 yards are going to be 1st downs when, you know, they're not if you don't give up those penalties. And another handoff. And it looks like he's only going to get about a yard or 2.
He needed one extra block there, and he might have had something. But a gain of 2 or 3.
So it's now 2nd and 6, ball on the 34. So a gain of 4 on that run. Throws it to number 11, just outside the reach. That was Demetrius Wilkins. So 3rd and 6, and imagine Mustangs are going to try and pass here again.
Yeah, going back to last year with Crocker's offense, a lot of bubble screens put on. So, David's used to those short passes, but, with the first play, we've definitely seen him air it out. So he's going to look to do that more often. Looks like putting on an audible.
Just over the hands of number 19, Curtis Bernstein. And I imagine they're going to punt here.
Yeah, we're bringing on the kicking unit. David's down there shaking his head. He's got to be upset about those 2 passes. But, it's early. It's really early. He's just got to find his rhythm, find his receiver's rhythm, and he'll get it down.
I think he's just frustrated because the receivers had their hands on the balls. It wasn't like he completely threw it out of their range. And I think as a quarterback, they feel like they should be catching those if they can get the hand on the ball. And that bounces out just around the 45. So Spartan's going to have very good field positions here, provided that they don't give up any more penalty.
Yeah, we'll definitely look on this possession to see if the penalty yardage is cut down. It's definitely was a talk on the sidelines as the offense was over there last possession. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Number 1 in motion.
And that little confusion there in the backfield.
Miscommunication.
They tried to mix up the Middle Creek defense, but looks like one running back tripped over the other and resulted in a loss of 3.
If it's not penalties, it's those miscues that it's really going to hurt their offense.
And oh my God, that is a pass to the wide receiver. Had hands on it. Looked like he was going to maybe have enough running room for the first down, but
number 80, Terrence Bradshaw for the Spartans. Yeah, he was wide open on that play.
That was 3rd and 13.
He should have had a hand on that. He was wide open, no one around him. He would have had some good yardage on that.
Goes back to pass. More pressure. Scrambling. Throws it. Number 10 had it in his hands, and out it goes. So 4th and 13. They did not get a first down on that possession. Ball's on the 41, so I imagine they're going to punt.
That's Marcus Bullock once again on the coverage. He's all over the wide receivers for the Spartans. Came with that interception. He's broken up 2 passes here lately. The Spartans will bring on the punting team. Gabe Cooper's back to return, number 15 for the Mustangs. Short punt. Cooper's going to let it bounce. He gets it. And he's tackled immediately. Those punts are really hard to judge. The bounce, everyone knows the bounce of a football. You just unpredictable. But, you bounce right to Cooper. So it's either let it bounce and lose 10 yards or just take it where you get it.
So Middle Creek goes 1st and 10 on the 21. They're going to need a 79-yard drive to score here. I'm not quite sure what the range on our field goal unit is quite yet. We're going to have to wait and see how far we're capable of kicking. Hand off to Naylaan Lopez, and he's tackled. Looks like at the line of scrimmage just about.
Took just about the whole defense of the Spartans to take Naylaan down. Everyone was down there in for the tackle.
So no gain, 2nd and 10 on the 21. So
we're talking about our field goal unit. We've got a new recruit to the field goal unit, Kimmy Pittman, on to take our field goal duties. first girl in Middle Creek history to be on the football team. That's big for her, but I've heard she's got a good foot and she can really make those field goals.
And that's a short pass. He was a little bit behind the line of scrimmage, if not on the line of scrimmage when he caught that ball. He was able to make a 4-yard gain out of it before being tackled at the 25.
Look for the Mustangs to air it out here.
And another
false start on us on Middle Creek. Wide receiver moved before the ball was snapped. That it was probably a hard count there by David, and that receiver didn't know what the count was. That was number 17, Keon Smith, with the penalty. So he'll be taken out of the game and replaced, just so he can get his mind straight and get back in the game.
So they get pushed back 5 yards. It is now 3rd and 12. And he's going to air it out to number 9, who comes down with the catch. And that is a huge gain. He got out around the 50. That was about a 30-yard pass. And that definitely got Middle Creek going.
I believe that was Gabe Cooper with the reception. That was a perfect pass. Gabe had 2 defenders around him, and David just placed it right in the basket, right in his arms.
And handoff had some of the Southern Durham defenders confused for a gain of about 5. So that was actually a gain of 7, 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Oh, changed it, 2nd down, 4 yards to go. Ball on the 45.
Devon Johnson gets the carry and gains about 6 yards.
Enough for the 1st down.
If the Mustangs just keep with this running game, they just keep inching it down the field.
Yeah, and that's all you can ask for. You don't expect a touchdown in one play. You gotta slowly crawl up the field, and that looks like a gain of about
5.
About 5, yeah.
If you can get 2 runs like that, 5 yards apiece, that's 2 quick first downs right there. And Middle Creek has always come out with the hurry-up offense, and the Castellano's not going to change that.
And another handoff going around the side. That's going to be more than enough for a 1st down as he makes it to about the 18-yard line.
The flag on the play, it's going to be on the defense, number 15, taking down Bernston. I've been keeping my eye on that, and that's happened a few times. Bernston's been arguing the call, and finally the referees noticed it and threw the flag. So
you're saying that's an unsportsmanlike conduct flag?
Yeah, just in a lot of words. Face mask, yep. I believe that's a spot foul, so they're going to get the ball where the penalty happened.
And take this quick discussion to thank all of our sponsors. We have tons of them. Without you guys, we couldn't do any of this. Orthopedist Specialists of North Carolina, all of our sponsors, thank you so much for allowing us to do this. Really means a lot. That's good for a Middle Creek. And the voice of the Mustangs this year is Mr. Cafone. And I don't know about you, Kevin, but probably the most entertaining announcer I've ever encountered.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and Naylaan
touchdown Mustangs. Naylaan Lopez taking it to the house.
And I'm not sure, I didn't see the number, but somebody had a huge block right there.
Yeah, I did. I did see that. Very good block. Open up the hole.
So that's going to put the Mustangs up 6. Looks like they're going to go for the point. If the kicker is having problems, is having an off day. And, in high school it's not too uncommon, but they're going for the extra point here. Snap is good, and the field goal is good. So 7-0 Middle Creek. And that puts them on the board first.
And it all started with that big passing play. Gabe Cooper caught on the 50. Without that, you never know what would happen. but it definitely opened a big yardage for us to inch it into the end zone.
Yeah, they started at the 21-yard line, and they managed to parade all the way down for the touchdown. So slowly inching up, got a big pass play to Gabe Cooper, ran it a lot, and ultimately ran in for the touchdown.
Let's see if Middle Creek will try the onside kick again. I don't think they will, but they might try to catch them off guard again.
I feel like Coach Castellano would not risk it in this situation. We just scored, and their offense has been making a lot of mistakes, a lot of penalties. Wouldn't want to give them anything.
Oh, definitely.
Easy.
Let them make their own errors.
I think he's going to drop.
Long kick by Chris Huey. It's going to go out of bounds around the 3-yard line.
And I believe that's going to be a penalty that'll push them up to the 40-yard line, I believe, right?
Not sure what the yardage is there. We'll find out here in a minute.
Moral of the story is that they're not going to be gaining the ball at the 2-yard line.
No. we definitely wanted a it'll bring it to the 35. Yeah, it would have been a lot better if it went into the end zone, put him on the 20 for a touchback.
It was a close kick. And quarterback keeps it. Faked out a few Middle Creek defenders. It's a few blocks, makes a few jukes, and gets to about the 48, 50-yard line for a gain of about 15.
Number 37, King Kiaku, on the ground. He came out limping after that tackle. The training staff is going to get out there and check on him.
And while the training staff checks on him, he looks to be in a lot of pain. We're going to take a quick break here at the Sports Block. You guys stay tuned. And we're back with the Sports Block. Here's a quick view of the interception we had earlier in the game. And the player who just got hurt is off the field. He was able to walk off by himself. Didn't look to be too serious.
Yeah, he was on the sidelines running, and actually he's back in the game now. King Kiaku, what a great player he is on the Mustangs defense.
And a fake again, quarterback keeps it, and that's going to be more than enough for a first down. It looks like Middle Creek defenders are biting on the fake handoff to the running back. That's a gain for about 10 or 15, I believe.
Yeah, they definitely need to tighten that up. The fakes definitely to go to make the defense bite, but the Mustangs need to sharpen up on that end of their defense and predict what the offense is going to run.
Yeah, and hopefully later into the game they're going to start picking up on when they're going to fake, and it looks like there's another flag on the play. And that is a false start for Southern Durham, so they're going to get backed up 5 yards. It's now 1st and 15 on the 40-yard line. And just a quick update on some of the other football games. Leesville leads Green Hope 6-0 in the first quarter. And it looks like he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. May have lost a few yards there.
34, 34.
And over at the Athens game, Vince Jeffries just hit up Armani Lanier for the 80-yard touchdown. Garner is up 14-0 at Athens.
Second down for the Spartans. Second down and 9. They have their ball on their own 34-yard line.
He just wound the clock. He just wound the clock.
Goes back for the pass. More pressure, scrambling, and they're going to get a sack here. And it looks like ref threw a flag. I believe it's going to be on Mustangs here on the defense.
Maybe a horse collar. It wasn't a horse collar by any means. He did not pull him back. So if it is called a horse collar, then it's not a good call by the ref staff.
Yeah, it was a clean hit. He just couldn't get him down, and it looked like he started pulling at the jersey right there, which I believe is completely legal.
Oh yeah,
now.
you can pull his jersey, but they did call a face mask, so they saw something we didn't.
Yeah, I didn't see any face mask there. I mean, wait and see here. Yeah, they're calling a face mask on the defense, and don't think many people agree with that call.
Yeah, one thing that refs look at when they call the face mask is, a jolt of the head or something, but there was none of that.
I didn't. So that's going to bring the Mustangs to the Spartans to 2nd and 3 on the 27. And this time they're going to get knocked back about the line of scrimmage, maybe loss of a yard. Didn't get anywhere.
This is number 5, William Cameron, on the run, stopped by the defense. So they came back after that penalty and really put it to the offense.
And another update for you guys. Wakefield 7, Holly Springs 7 at the end of the first quarter, so they're all tied up. And I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can, but there is a lot of noise from the Creek Crazies here, as that is a pass. Looks about short for the first down, maybe by a yard or two.
Looks like a yard short.
And, speaking of Holly Springs, all the schools in our conference are very, very competitive with each other, especially when it comes to football. I know Middle Creek usually has the biggest rivalry with Fuquay Varina, and then I think followed by that would be Garner and Holly Springs. And I think it might be safe to say that there's a little bit of bad blood between everybody. I mean, it's, nothing personal. It's all
Nothing
going
personal.
for their school. But
Absolutely.
it's never, I guess, great sportsmanship.
Well, yeah, I know being on the baseball team, sports-wise, us and Fuquay have the biggest rivalry. But we're all good friends. We all joke around when we're hanging out together. So there's no personal tension between us. It's just everyone wants to play well for their school.
And that play brought us to 4th and 1. Going to see if the Spartans want to go for it here. The ball is on the 25. That'd be about a 35-yard field goal, which I think I didn't see their kicker warming up, but usually at the high school level that's makeable. But it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th.
I'm looking for a QB sneak here. They're lined up in I formation, so it's probably what they're going to run. Their quarterback's pretty quick.
Yeah.
And it is.
And he's going to get it outside. And that brings him to the 25-yard line. Another update for you guys in the second quarter. Riverside leads Apex 13-0. Sorry, ball is on the 20-yard line.
Wind the clock. Wind the clock.
This is Apex's first game of their season. We saw Garner and Middle Creek having theirs at last week, so Apex is looking to come out and hopefully get a W.
And another run looks for a gain of about 5. So it looks like Middle Creek's biggest problem here has been these Spartans running offense, because they just haven't been able to stop it efficiently. And when they have, they've gotten a penalty here or there. So going to be interesting to see the adjustments they make or what they have to do to stop this running game. And they faked out the Mustangs again. I mean, you have all the defenders going for the running back. The quarterback's just holding onto the ball, faking out the running back. So I'd imagine after a while you'd start picking up on that and watching who has the football.
They'll definitely tighten that up during halftime. They'll get in the locker room and talk about it.
Another running play off to the running back. I don't think they got it. Can't tell from here. Judging by the reactions, I don't think they did.
He's down to, I believe, the 1 yard line.
It is 2nd and goal.
Creek Crazies are loud, trying to distract the offense.
And a QB keeper, and it looks like they stopped him behind the line.
They did.
And I think
Great
even lost a
defense.
few yards.
He's going to lose about 3 yards.
So still 3rd and goal, but definitely a little bit more breathing room for the Mustangs.
Timeout called by the Spartans.
And with that timeout, we're going to take a quick commercial break. You guys stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block. And we're back with the Sports Block. Here's a quick replay of that sack we had on the quarterback. Number 57 gets in there. Maybe I see the face mask right there. I might see what the refs were talking about. At the time, couldn't really tell from here, but we're going to get back to the gameplay. It's 3rd and goal, and it looks like they're going to try maybe throw it here. No, it's handoff to the running back. And I believe they stopped him again. I don't see any, got him on the 1 yard line.
On the 1 yard line.
So I believe that's going to bring up 4th and goal. I believe they're still on the 1 yard line. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do here, especially considering that they're only 1 yard away.
Oh, they got to go for it here. And they are. The offense back on the field. We still have not seen the special teams unit for the Spartans.
And they're in the I formation, so they're going to try QB sneak. And I don't think they got it.
No, I don't think so. He did not. No.
So great job by the Mustangs right there of having, 2nd down on the 1 yard line and coming up with a stop to prevent them from scoring. It's going to be on the offense now to get them out of that end zone, though, because they're in a tough position.
Yeah, that's the only downfall of stopping them on the 1 yard line. Your offense is stuffed back in the end zone.
And so far, the Spartans haven't had much pressure on the quarterback, and the running game has been successful, so I believe that they're going to try and run it here. And he's going to throw it to number 19. He's got some running room.
He just needs one block.
And that was a huge gain out of something that was designed to only get a few yards, as he makes it out to about the 33-yard line on a quick pass. So first play, and the Mustangs get it right out of the end zone, and that's going to be a great start to this drive.
That hurry-up offense just killing the Spartans' defense. They were not ready on that play, so they're going to try to keep that going. Salmon is already getting his play from the coach, so they can just get up and go.
And part of the Mustangs game, especially when playing at home, is playing at their tempo. designating when they want to play, how they want to play, and who they want to play, as that's going to be tackled for a gain of about a few yards. As we wind down to the last 45 seconds or so of the first quarter. It is 3rd and 5 on the 38.
Pass to the sidelines, caught.
And that's going to probably bring out the chains. That was a close one there.
It's number 8, Jay Schuler, with the reception. He went out of bounds, so the clock does stop.
And they did not get the first down. Looks like they're a yard or so short. 4th and 1 on the 41.
And they're going to go for it. You really have to now. Calling an audible.
And this is high school football, not any different. They play 4 quarters. This isn't any different. And he gets some running room. That's number 4. That is Devon Johnson, as he gets a big first down on 4th down, getting the Mustangs to about the 43-yard line.
And you saw there right at the end of the run, he just lowered his head, and he got about 2 extra yards as he did that.
Yeah, that's determination, getting those few extra yards, because in the end, a few extra yards goes a long way. And another hurry-up snap to number 4. And he's going to get some more running room, and he's just barreling over people and makes it to about the 20-yard line.
Stoppage of clock to move the chain, so they're definitely looking to score here with 5 seconds left.
Not that it would make a huge difference. It's not like they're going to turn the ball over next quarter, but a little break in between snaps. As that goes back to Naylaan, and it looks like he gained a yard, if not on the line of scrimmage. And with that, end of the quarter, we're going to take a quick commercial break. You are watching the Sports Block.
The Mustangs came into this game with almost an entirely new coaching staff. In the beginning, the game was a very defensive battle until Jeff Sladek made a 30-yard pass to quarterback David Salmon. Naylaan Lopez scored the first touchdown of the game against Southern Durham. Back to you.
And Mustangs made a quick pass right there, and I think they're not going to get the touchdown, but they're on the 1-yard line as he barreled in for a few extra yards there. I believe it's going to be 1st and goal.
That's another middle break. First down.
And David in the shotgun formation hands it off, and he stops as soon as he gets the ball.
It's a loss of about 2 yards there.
So still 2nd and goal. Ball's on the 5-yard line. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried running it again. They've gotten a few good runs in here so far this drive. David goes back to pass, throws it, caught for the touchdown.
Demetrius Wilkins with the touchdown.
And that's going to put the Mustangs up 13-0 here in the second quarter. So Spartans are going to have to start stepping up their game, reducing penalties, and getting on cue if they want to stay in this football game.
Number 41, Chris Huey on for the field goal.
And it looks like might just be platooning the kicker spot Just, it's the first game, just to see how the kickers perform, see what they do.
Well, Chris was our kicker last year, so they've got a lot of confidence in him. And
he's going to kick it.
And
Snap
it's
is
good.
And the kick is good. So Mustangs go up 14-0 in the second quarter. Still a long ways to go in here, but the Spartans are going to have to step it up. I'm going to take this time to thank one of our sponsors, Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's of Cary is a proud sponsor of the Mustangs. Over the years, Jersey Mike's has a tradition of quality and commitment to making the best sub sandwich in the industry. Visit one of our 4 Jersey Mike's locations in Cary and try a fresh sliced or fresh grilled sandwich today. And again, a huge shout out to our sponsors, definitely making this happen. I believe we have one of the nicest football programs in the county, and that is all thanks to you.
so with that last touchdown, that makes one passing touchdown for David Salmon, and Naylaan Lopez had his rushing touchdown. We'll get you the official stats later on in our broadcast. Chris Huey on for the kick. He's going to try to pin him deep.
And last kick he had, he ended up bouncing it out of bounds. So hopefully getting a good kick here. And it's definitely in bounds in between the lines.
He's going to be tackled around the 20-yard line. So really good kick by Chris. He kept it in bounds and did actually pin him deep. Very good.
So Mustangs defense going to come out here. Got the Spartans on the 21-yard line. And so far the Spartans haven't really made last drive they got it up to the 1-yard line, so they've been beckoning, but they haven't gotten one in for the score yet. And another option play. Quarterback's going to pitch it, and the running back's going to get 2 or 3 yards before being tackled out of bounds.
Tackle by Austin Ludwig. Pick up a 5. 2nd and 5.
So it's now 2nd and 5. Ball on the 26. And there's going to be a flag on the play. I'm not quite sure what number this flag is. All I can tell you is if this continues, we're going to be in double digits by the end of the game.
Maybe by the end of the half.
Yeah, triple digits by the end of the game.
It's going to be a penalty on the Mustangs, offsides.
2nd and 1 now for Southern Durham.
So it's now 2nd and 1, ball on the 31. And I imagine they're going to run it here again just for the quick first down. Hands it off to, does not hand it off, quarterback sneaker again. Mustangs did a little bit better job of recognizing it this time, but does not stop. Announcer's telling me no gain, so it's 3rd and 1, ball still on the 31.
Yeah, that quarterback sneak's definitely a big part of their offense. Our quarterback is very quick, but even on that play, I was actually kind of faked out up here in the booth. So they definitely practice that a lot.
Yeah, and it looks like their offense is based around mainly running, and I haven't seen very much passing. A lot of the passing plays have resulted in either incompletions or interceptions. And it's going to be more than enough for the first down, ball on the 39.
And I'm sure if you guys are watching this live, you can see on our defensive line, number 77, I believe that's Khalil out there. Definitely one of the biggest D linemen I've ever seen here at Middle Creek.
And last year on that same side of the O-line, he was, D-line, he was accompanied by Evan Cafone, also one of the larger individuals out on the football field. And from what I hear, if you tried to run on that side of the field, you didn't get very far.
Yeah, you're not getting very far.
So 3rd and 6. Scrambling, throws it, and there's another flag. And I'm starting to get annoyed with all this yellow cloth flying around on the field. But that's not for me to say. And that's a hold on Southern Durham, so that's going to push them back 5 yards, and I believe that's going to make it 3rd and 11. And a quick update, Garner is going to town on Athens. They're up 28-0 in the second quarter.
With all these updates, I appreciate JMB Preps on Twitter sending these updates up to the Sports Block crew so we can handle our show the way we do. So go follow him at JMB Preps.
And with that said, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Looks like Middle Creek took a timeout. You guys stay tuned. We're watching the Sports Block. And here's a quick look. Here's a quick look at the second touchdown we scored. David threw a completion into the end zone for a touchdown. That was Middle Creek's second touchdown, and that put them up 14-0. And everybody's getting back to their spots. It looks like Southern Durham is still having a little conference on their side of the field. And for that, we're going to take a quick time to recognize one of our sponsors. The Performance Academy, located in Apex, is home of the Middle Creek athletic trainer, Bill Burniston. If you're a student athlete at the thoroughbred level, if you're interested in improving your speed, agility, quickness, flexibility, or strength, let the Performance Academy help you reach your potential. The Performance Academy. Work hard, be great. And he's scrambling, throws it for the completion, but he's not going to get very much yards. That's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3, and that's going to make it 4th down and a ways to go.
Pass complete to Mason, tackled by King Piaku. Brings up 4th down for Southern Durham.
And I'd imagine they're going to punt it here. It's quite a long ways to go. It's 4th and 16, and they're in dangerous territory. I believe this is going to be the first time we've seen that punter. Second time.
Gabe Cooper out around the 50-yard line. He's going to look to return this ball. Almost blocked.
Looks like somebody got a hand on it maybe, but that went nowhere fast, and that was downed at around the 31-ish, 32.
Yeah, it looked like somebody got a finger or hand on it. It definitely looked like it got blocked in there. It just went straight up. Not sure what happened. Definitely great field position for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and I imagine they're going to capitalize on this once again. I mean, their offense has been pretty solid tonight, so I imagine this is a great scoring opportunity. David back to pass, throws it, almost intercepted. Remember, I believe that was 23, had hands on it, but just couldn't bring it down, making it 2nd and 10, ball still on the 31.
Now I'm looking at David right now, and he's telling Curtis that he needed to go long, so I think it was just a miscommunication on his route.
Yeah, because it wasn't very close to the nearest Middle Creek receiver. And a handoff to Naylaan Lopez, running up the sideline, gets to about the 10-yard line, and that is probably going to be enough for the Middle Creek first down.
That brings up another Middle Creek.
He broke at least 3 tackles there. Salmon and Johnson lined up in the shotgun position.
And another handoff to number 4.
Devon Johnson. It's a gain of around 3 yards.
Yep, 2nd and 7, ball on the 8, so Middle Creek within striking distance here.
Did it. Nice.
And he broke a tackle there, and it looks like he's going to get up enough to gain some yards on that play, but not going to be enough for the first down. And there's a flag on the play. Surprise, surprise.
We'll see what the call is. False start on the offense.
I'm not sure who went off.
Yeah, I didn't see any movement. We don't have the yellow flags in our pockets, do we?
No. Although I suppose if I was a coach, I'd have a red flag in it. But I guess you can't
do that in high
penalties.
school. You can't challenge anything in high school. There's no video.
Can you? Yeah, you can't ask for a booth review or anything like that. It's all referees.
Yeah, I think it's just a referee conference challenge. That's about it.
And, storming out on the field, waving your hands frantically, usually gets their attention to review the play.
Yeah, unfortunately, the referees don't have instant replay abilities like we do up here on the sports block. So that's one of the good improvements we've put on in the past couple of years.
And another flag.
I want to say that's at least 9 tonight.
It's getting close to 10, I can tell you that. And here's another Mill Creek sponsor. The Mustangs would like to thank sponsor Crooked Creek Golf Club, the Mustangs' home for golf. Visit them online at playcrookedcreek.com. Again, that is playcrookedcreek.com. And there's a timeout. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching the Sports Block. Back with some more football. The Mustangs are on the 11-yard line. It is 2nd and 9. David goes back for the pass. Number 1, he's open, wide open, and that is a touchdown. And what do you know? There's a flag.
And I want to say it's a holding call. Just saw David threw his head back in disgust, and it's a personal foul on the defense. Never mind, me and David were a little skeptical about that, but the touchdown will stand, putting the Mustangs up 20-0.
And this game, I believe, one more touchdown. This game's completely out of reach for Southern Durham Spartans.
And like I said in the pregame show, in last game against Northern Durham, they came out in the first half and scored 21 points. So definitely the same game plan tonight.
Yeah, and this is a non-conference game. Both Northern and Southern Durham have been non-conference. So Middle Creek has yet to see anybody within their division, but I think this is a great showing of what they're capable of. And here comes the kick. Snap's good.
Up and good.
Kick is good.
Chris Huey's 3 for 3 tonight with his field goals. So definitely a lot of confidence on his part. He's looking to come out here and really put the Mustangs up on the board.
And that makes it 21-0. Some more news around the area. Garner is still beating Athens 35-0 this time. They're at halftime. Wakefield is leading 28-14 against Holly Springs. They're in the third quarter, and Leesville is leading Green Hope 27-6 in the second quarter. So a lot of scoring going on, usually by one team around the area.
Yeah, Garner's up real big. They never seem to let off the throttle. They're always on the horse, always up big.
And they're going to go back for another kick. The Stampede Club would like to thank Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue on 401 at McCauley's Crossroads for supporting the Middle Creek Mustangs. You guys rock.
Love me some Smithfields, Will.
Who doesn't, man?
So with about 8 minutes left here in the first half, Middle Creek is up 21-0 on the Spartans from Southern Durham. And it looks like that last penalty was tacked on to the end of the the kick here. Chris Huey's up real close, so he's definitely got the leg to put it in the back of the end zone.
I think the challenge here is going to be to keep it out of the end zone and out of bounds. Try and keep it so they don't get the touchback here. But we'll see what they decide to go with.
Big strong kick, and it almost went through the uprights.
So Southern Durham's going to bring out their offense as we have about 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. So far, Middle Creek huge lead, 21-0, and I think it'd be huge for the Spartans to at least score something before halftime, something to go into the locker room with. Just keep the morale up on the team, around the locker room.
Yeah, it's definitely hard going in the locker room not having any points on the board.
And a running play, running back goes up the middle, and he's going to get a good amount of yardage there, maybe 6 or 7 yards on the carry. And it's now 2nd and 4.
Picks up 5 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play.
And goes back to throw it. Number 1, the receiver comes in to catch it, and he's going to have more than enough for a first down, ball on around the 35-yard line.
Trial on the screen, tackled by Jacob Pearl.
And you know, it's about 8:30 here, and the weather out here is actually very pleasant. I mean, we were afraid we were going to get rained on, but right now I'd say it's about 70-ish degrees with a slight breeze, and it's just
perfect
beautiful
weather.
Yeah, it's perfect. As quarterback goes back to pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Hayden's pass is broken up by Josh Hunter.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better day out here. Perfect weather. Fans are all hyped up, and we're up 21-0. So it's a real good day here at the Creek.
And some more updates real quick. At halftime, Clayton leads Fuquay Varina 7-0. Fuquay is 0-1 already, and usually they're a powerhouse. Hail Mary just before the half, nearly hauled in by Fuquay Varina's Garrett Suggs, but it seems like he did not come down with it.
Flag thrown on the field while that update was underway. It's offsides on the Mustangs, so we'll progress the Spartans up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for the Spartans on the 41-yard line.
And quarterback keeps it and gets about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. 3 or 4. I don't think they got the first down there.
No, he's about 2 yards short of the first down.
Making it 3rd and 2. And a fake handoff, quarterback keeps it, and he's going to have enough for the first down. So quarterback's just racking up the running yards here. I don't think he's surpassed 50 throwing yards, but I mean, he's doing what seems to work, even though no points are on the board yet. And a few more updates. Richmond and Lee County are tied at 14 in the second quarter, and Cary leads Cardinal Gibbons 12-7 in the second quarter. And here's the snap, option, and he's going to have some running room for about the first down. And looks like our defender there got faked out on the option a little bit. Maybe not faked out, it's what the option is designed to do. Went for the quarterback right before he pitched it to the running back, who then got the first down.
You know, both offenses for Middle Creek and Southern Durham, they are both in shotgun. You know, David has not been under center at all tonight, and I think the Spartans of Southern Durham, they have not been at all. Maybe once. I think they ran a QB sneak, but
a few times actually.
Everything else, I believe, has been in shotgun. So definitely a big part of their offense.
And he's going to throw it here. and he comes down with a completion for a first down. That is number 1.
Maurice Towell with the reception and Jacob Pearl on the tackle.
Ball in 26, 1st and 10. More than enough time for them to score. It is about 5 minutes, 20 seconds left on the game clock. And another option, and going to get a gain of about maybe 4 or 5 yards, yeah.
It's respectable, 4 yards. Yep, 2nd and 6 for the Spartans.
I think both teams going into the locker room have some things to improve on. Obviously, the Spartans need to work on their passing game and not drawing penalties. And Mustangs really need to work on their defense. I mean, granted, they haven't given up any points yet, and they stopped them at the 1-yard line, but they are having trouble stopping the option and the quarterback's fakes to the running back. And he's going to throw it. Looked catchable. It was a little bit behind the receiver, but incomplete, 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 6 here for the Spartans. Ball on the 23-yard line.
And looks like Southern Durham's making some substitutions here. Quarterback in the gun. Wouldn't be surprised if there's another option here. No, he's going to throw it.
Intercepted. Oh, no. Right through his hands. And that was Marcus Bullock once again. Right through his hands. You know, he came up with the big interception last in the first quarter. That would have been big for 2 interceptions in the first half.
Yeah, and you know, like I said not too long ago, Spartans' passing game has just not been on tonight. I don't know if it's a combination of first game, or not first game, but early season jitters between the quarterback and the receivers not having that connection, or Middle Creek's defense just might be doing a good job. Can't say for certain. And pressure on the quarterback.
Quarterback sacked.
And he is sacked on 4th and 6, so Mustangs are going to get the turnover with more than enough time for them to score.
Ball's on the 23-yard line, so I mean, not great field position, but you know, they're not stuck back in their end zone. They've got some room to work with.
And we've seen the Mustangs with very little room to work with, able to get out, make some room, and eventually score when they did that on the 1-yard line not too many possessions ago. That is thrown to receiver for about 2 or 3 yards before he's tackled. Actually, according to the scoreboard, that was a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard.
Maybe a bad angle from up here, based on where the chains are. And David's going to fake the handoff play action, kind of throws it to the quarterback, or I'm sorry, to the wide receiver, and that is going to be a loss of a yard, I believe.
Gain of 1.
Yeah, gain of 1. So 3rd and 10, ball on the 27.
I think the Mustangs are just trying to look to run some time down, go into halftime. But
you'd think so, but they've
yeah, they kind of need to come up with some bigger plays than that.
And I believe there's a flag.
Probably a false start. Offsides on the defense, so
it's going to make it 3rd and 4. Third and 5, I'm sorry.
No, you're right, 3rd and 4.
David throws it in and out of the hands of number
15.
That's
Gabe Cooper.
And that's going to bring it to 4th and 5, ball on the 32 still. So
Forced to punt here. There's really nothing to do.
Yeah, they're not in great field position, and they're already up 21-0.
Yeah, you don't want to risk anything.
Yeah, don't want to let Durham get those points.
Almost blocked. And a flag's thrown, roughing the kicker, so that's going to give Middle Creek a first down. This run does not matter. And like I said, that run did not matter a lot for a little there. It's roughing the kicker.
And there's I don't know if at a high school level, but typically there's a difference between roughing the kicker and running into the kicker. I did not see the contact, although I know.
Yeah, it was more running in, and a good acting job by our kicker.
Nonetheless, they drew the penalty that negated the would have been touchdown by Southern Durham.
Yeah, you know, I saw some good blocks by Southern Durham, but I think once the return man got to where the flag was, he just dropped the ball and stopped.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
So that's going to progress the ball up to about the 35, 36, 36 yard line. So Middle Creek's going to have the ball with 3:15 left in the second quarter.
David with the handoff to
Naylaan Lopez. He's got some room.
Huge hole up the middle. Able to gain a huge amount of yardage there. I'd say maybe 20 yards or so.
That's good for a Middle Creek. First down. So James ended up over there running chains.
Another handoff to Naylaan. He's going to gain about 2. Stop short.
Good for a yard.
But once again, the clock's still going to run. It's pretty obvious what they're trying to do. Just run the clock down, go into halftime, and come back out and score some more points.
Now, is there a 2-minute warning in high school football?
No, there's not.
And
that's only NFL.
It's going to be a gain of about 3 yards.
Forward progress will give them about 3 yards. It's 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs. 3rd and 7. My bad. And
that's
a flag. Offsides.
On the Southern Durham Spartans. It's quite obvious right there.
Offsides, yes.
Take this time to thank the Stampede Club. I would like to thank all of our corporate sponsors for supporting the Middle Creek High School student athletics. Be sure to check them out at stampedeclub.org website. And Stampede Club definitely been a huge part of not only football but all sports around.
David with the quarterback keeper. First time we've seen him run tonight. Another flag.
I believe that's 12. I haven't been keeping count though.
We can say 12.
We'll go with 12.
It's pretty reasonable. We'll see what the call is. David with the his first run of the game, gained about 6 yards. That was a penalty on the Mustangs, 10-yard penalty, so it'll be 3rd and 16 from their 49-yard line.
First down.
Never mind. 1st and 16.
David back for the pass. Throws to number 8. It was wide open. That's
They
going to
just
get him.
made those yards back right there.
That's going to get him to about the 25-yard line.
It's number 8, Jay Schuler, on the reception.
Middle Creek. First down.
A lot of excitement by everyone here tonight. Just over a minute left. Handoff
To Naylaan Lopez. No, that's not
Devon.
Naylaan.
He's going to get to the outside, break a few tackles, and finally been taken down around the 25.
You know, he's not the starting running back for the Mustangs, but when he gets the ball, he certainly knows what to do with it.
Timeout by Middle Creek.
And here's another update of the Garner-Athens game. They are leading 42-0 in the third. And looks like there's a timeout on the field, so we're going to take a quick break here at the Sports Block. You guys stay tuned. Sports Block. Just going to go over a quick review of the first half of play. There have been a bunch of penalties on mostly Southern Durham side of the field, although Middle Creek has a few. Interception by the cornerback, number 22. Middle Creek has forced the opposing quarterback to scramble. He's throwing on the run a lot. And wide receivers have been dropping a lot of passes, mostly on Southern Durham side of the field as well. David throws to the pass.
Look in the corner.
And that was intended for Gabe Cooper,
Just
but
a little overthrow.
overthrown over his head. Back to the first half, Naylaan Lopez with a 14-yard touchdown after being a big catch by Gabe Cooper. I believe it was on 4th down at the time. And then Southern Durham's quarterback's been a good runner and decision maker, both with the option and fake handoffs to the running back. He's been very effective with the running game, as David throws to number 9 for, I believe, the first down. I believe he got that.
Yeah, he definitely got that. It was Jeff Sladik with the catch, and gain of about 5, so that's going to bring up the first down.
And, you know, on this end of the field, when Southern Durham had the ball, Middle Creek came up with a huge stop on the 1-yard line to prevent them from scoring, as David makes the completion to the outside about the 10-yard line, gain of about 4.
Timeout taken by Middle Creek just to keep the possession alive and make sure they can get one extra play before halftime.
And some more updates. Demetrius Wilkins with the 5-yard touchdown catch and the tipped punt for good field position in one of those drives in which we scored. It went straight up and came almost straight down. It was
yeah, that was a big turning point of the first half. Without that, you know, you could have had it on maybe the 40-yard line with a good return, but that definitely gave us good field position because I believe we had it on the 35-yard line and came up with a score.
And the Stampede Club would like to thank sponsor Rudino's Pizza and Grinders of Holly Springs, located in the Sunset Lake Commons Shopping Center. Visit them online at rudinosofhollysprings.com.
From the 9-yard line.
It is 2nd and 5 on the 9-yard line.
Salmon's looking for a pass, gets it in the corner, touchdown, Middle Creek.
And he was wide open there in the corner of the end zone. And I think this game is starting to get a little bit out of reach. When you go down 27, probably going to be 28-0 in the first half of play, it is very difficult to come back from.
And that was number 11, Demetrius Wilkins, with his 2nd touchdown of the game. David's actually looking really good tonight. He's connecting with his receivers on just about every pass.
Yeah, he's been very solid tonight. As a little bit of miscommunication there. I believe it was a bad snap and then something tried to happen and it didn't. 30 seconds left on the clock. Middle Creek still leading 27-0, a very comfortable lead. That was not a huge deal.
Yeah, it's nothing they need to worry about, but
And I think we're going to go over to Kelsey Barbario down on the field for a quick report. Never mind.
Just a miscommunication up here in the booth.
Luckily, we don't have a referee up here throwing flags at us. That would get very annoying very quick. Unless, I feel like if we give Mr. Petty a flag, though, I feel like there might be some flying around here, though.
So with that fumbled snap, the kicking team is going to run out on the field, and with just about 31 seconds left, try to waste as much time and go into the locker room up 27-0.
Yeah, and I think we're just going to see a string of Hail Marys right here. There's not much they can do within 30 seconds, especially with the field position they've been getting.
Chris Huey on for the kick.
It's going to go to about the 10-yard line. The kick returners ran into each other. Some more miscommunication. Ball's going to be at about the 10-yard line, maybe the 11.
The 11, it looks like. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Just a miscommunication, kind of like in baseball when two people call for the ball and they
almost what it was like,
both
yeah.
go for it. So a long drive by the Spartans, ball on the 10-yard line. So yeah, probably like you said, they're just gonna try to air it out and go for a long touchdown.
Although on the other hand, from what we've seen from the quarterback, he hasn't been throwing very solid passes. Wouldn't want to risk the interception, as there's another flag on the field.
Quarterback run. He probably gained about 5 yards. So not sure what the play call was there, because a run's just gonna keep the clock running.
I think it's going to be damage control. They realize they can't score here, or they have a very low chance of scoring here.
Yeah.
And they don't want to risk a Middle Creek interception just to put them up even more on the scoreboard.
Face mask by the Mustangs. So, you can't count it out yet, but you definitely kind of got to play conservative if you're on defense. Just let them run out the time, because that's obvious what they're trying to do.
Yeah, it wasn't not going to be a huge penalty, I don't think. But I think it's more of the fact of the matter, especially for the coaches. Face masking is usually frowned upon just because it's a, 15 yards?
15 yards, yeah.
So if this were at a less opportune time, that would have been huge. And hand off to the running back. Going to go up the middle. Got some running room, but tackled at around the 41-yard line.
And their running back, number 5, Cameron, is actually a sophomore playing on varsity this year. So he's actually been doing really good so far. So he's coming out and showing his spot.
Quarterback throws it, completes to number 1. He's got some running room. We need to make a stop right here. And smack, that was maybe that face mask came back to bite and prove me wrong, but that's going to allow them to score with 1.8 seconds left on the scoreboard going into halftime.
And you hear the Creek Craisins yelling scoreboard. It's kind of what it is. Middle Creek came out and put a lot on the board, so not really something to worry about, but they'll definitely sharp up the defense during halftime.
And they're going to try and tack on the extra point. Almost blocked, it looked like, and that looks like it's pretty good.
Straight through. So with about 1.8 seconds left in the first half of play, Middle Creek is up 27-7 over the Spartans of Southern Durham. I think it was just a kind of lack in defense, not marking up on your man.
Yeah,
he was pretty wide open on that play.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of cockiness by the Mustangs, thinking that nothing's going to happen. I didn't think anything was going to happen, so I suppose that might have been what their mindset was as well.
You can never underestimate any team in high school football because they're always looking to score a touchdown.
And I believe we just had another flag thrown in here in the sports block, press box.
There's never a dull moment up here. There's always something going on. So we'll see if we can get a big return.
And it's just going to be a little squib kick. And with that, we're going to go to quick down to the field with Kelsey Barbario, see what she has to say. I think.
The Mustangs started out the second quarter strong with a touchdown. This year's seniors have proven to be a great group of pre-crazies. I anticipate that this year's group will be some of the best yet. The Mustangs have dominated this half of the game. Back to you.
Well worth the wait. Thank you. And it looks like the Middle Creek Mustangs are just going to take a knee here to end out the quarter and the half.
0.5 seconds. And I mean, unless they're gonna run a play.
Yeah, Hail Mary down the sideline, not going anywhere. Thrown out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Middle Creek is up 27-7, and we're going to have the Middle Creek marching band come out and do a performance. some quick highlights from the first half of gameplay. Got the quarterback throwing an interception here. This was huge. This really started the Mustangs' momentum. Here's David with his second touchdown pass. And here's the last touchdown pass going into the second half of gameplay. And here's a sack that was also huge. We've been really putting pressure on the quarterback. That's been huge. I'm sorry, that was the last touchdown of the first half. And it looks like Mustangs are going back out to the sidelines. Going to send out the special teams, and we're going to get the second half of play underway.
So yeah, as we talked about, coming out of halftime, definitely looking up to patch the defense for the Mustangs, and for Southern Durham, they hopefully they can decrease the amount of flags that they had in the first half.
Yeah, just some things to keep an eye on. The Mustangs have been having a little bit of trouble with the Spartans' running game. Not so much that they've been giving up huge plays. They've only allowed one touchdown, and that was through the air, but it's been mostly recognizing who has the ball as they've been tackling. They've been fooled on a lot of the options as well as the fakes to the running back. The quarterback has been sticking with the ball. On the other side of the field, you have the Spartans, who have been giving up tremendous amounts of penalties. We're into double-digit penalties. They might individually have double-digit penalties. They really need to become more disciplined in the second half of play. They are down quite a bit, but we're going to see how this goes underway with the Mustangs getting the ball first as that kickoff goes out of bounds. And we're going to put the ball at the 35-yard line, and we're going to see David Salmon's first drive of this second half. The Stampede Club would like to thank the Crystal Palace for their sponsorship and their support for the MCHS student athletes. Check out the Crystal Palace Asian Fusion Buffet and Catering on their website at crystalpalacebuffet.com.
Hand off to Naylaan Lopez. Gets a big run, about 15 yards. Brings it out to the 50-yard line.
First 10 from the 50.
Tackle by Burnett. That brings on a middle three. First down.
Another first down for the Mustangs. David Salmon dropped back in the shotgun.
As we noticed earlier, David has really not taken any snaps under the center, as it's a run up the middle for another big game and a fumble, but there is a flag on the play. We're going to see who has the ball and what the flag is for.
Flag on the play.
I think Middle Creek covered the ball. I think it's going to be who or what the penalty is for and who it's on.
We'll find out here shortly. And it's going to be on the Mustangs. Holding on the Mustangs. So it'll bring it back.
And, Mustangs first half had a fair amount of penalties, not nearly as many as the Spartans, but it did end up causing them 7 points on the board. They allowed 7 points on the board from a face mask penalty.
Hold that ball.
And that is going to be enough for the first down. Just kidding, that's the line of scrimmage.
It's a 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs on the 49-yard line.
Hand off to the running back. It's going to swing around. Is that another penalty? Seriously?
It is.
Oh, man. I feel like the referee's arm's going to be tired by the end of this game.
Let's find out what the call is. Holding again on the Mustangs. coming back once again.
I think the Middle Creek Mustangs football team would like to give a special thanks tonight to the Fairview Baptist Church for providing the varsity football team with pregame meals. I think you talk to any of the players, they really appreciate it when outside parties, parents, churches, Fairview Baptist Church bring in any food. They really appreciate it because not only does it save them money, it saves them time, allows them to get focused on the game and think about what they're doing. And I'm not quite sure what the ref is doing with the football.
If there's a hold, it's 10 yards, so they should be back to pretty much where they started. So it's a 2nd and 10 on the 50-yard line.
Got a block on the outside. He's going to swing up a little bit. Looks like he's going to be short of the first down, maybe by a yard.
And with that run,
that is Middle Creek first down.
Does give Middle Creek a first down. 10-yard run for Devon Johnson. He's really racking up some yards tonight.
No. Okay.
Simon with another handoff to Lopez. Tries to bretch up the middle, but he's tripped up. About a 7-yard run, I would say. It's a 2nd and 1 from the 31-yard line. Lopez, another handoff. Gets enough for the first down. So kind of like we saw in the first half, just getting these short runs, just inching their way down the field, and then they might break out a long pass for a touchdown, as we usually see. It looks like there's an injury down on the field.
Yeah, and with that injury, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll let you know what's going on when we come back. You're watching the Sports Block. And we're back with the Sports Block. Injured player was all right, nothing serious, I don't think. Trainers just went out to check on him. Looks like he might have gotten that's Naylaan Lopez. Looked like he might have gotten the wind knocked out of him. He did come up with a first down, though. So, quick update here. Wakefield now leads Holly Springs 28-14 on an 83-yard touchdown pass from Connor Mitch.
Devon Johnson gets about 3 yards there on the carry. And once again, these updates are being sent to the Sports Block crew by James Mike Blake. Special thanks to him just for keeping us up to date.
And handoff around the edge, has a block, makes a juke, and I think he came up with a first down.
Looks to have enough for the first down. And there's more laundry on the field. Another holding by the Mustangs, so that's going to bring them on back.
And, you know, not everybody's a fan of the referees, especially when they're throwing out this many flags. But it's part of the game, penalties, that is, even if there's an unnecessary amount of them, maybe not unnecessary, but like a lot of penalties in a game, they are just doing their job. They're not trying to piss you off at home, piss you off in the stands. They're trying to call a fair game, and I think so far they have. David throws up for number 9. He's got him open, and that is a Middle Creek touchdown.
Number 9, Jeff Sladek with a big reception. David Salmon to Jeff. Great pass. David's fired up. We're all fired up here. Great touchdown by the Middle Creek Mustangs.
And that's going to put them up 33-7. Going to be 34-7 pending the extra point attempt. And that was a perfectly thrown ball by David. He threw it right out of the reach of the defenders and perfectly to the wide receiver to allow him to go in for the touchdown.
Snap is good. Hold. Chris Huey. Field goal is good. Chris Huey is now 4 for 4 kicking wise, minus the bad snap, but that wasn't Chris's fault, so we'll give him the 4 for 4 stat.
Bad snap? What are you talking about? I didn't see any bad snap. I think he's 4 for 4.
Absolutely. The score now is 34-7 with 9 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third quarter.
MP Club would also like to thank Kenneth Westing for their sponsorship. It provides tech development for residential and commercial construction.
I'm going to take a quick look back at that play. David has a nice pocket. Great job by the O-line keeping him supported. And just look at this ball, just right over the shoulder, out of reach of the defender, right into the arms of number 9, Jeff Sladek.
Yeah, I think you mentioned before the O-line's really giving David a lot of good protection. We've never seen him scramble tonight.
Yeah,
So
I don't think we have.
Yeah, unlike the Southern Durham quarterback, scrambling a lot of pressure put on by the defense of the Mustangs.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the only blemish that the Mustangs have had so far this game have been their penalties, which haven't really been a huge factor in this game so far for them, and that attempted onside kick at the start of the game. Other than that, they've just been rock solid.
Big kick by Chris down to the 5. Number 1's going to take it out, and he's going to be tackled around the 20-yard line.
And here's a final score. Wake Forest Rollsville 77, East Wake 19. And another final. Number 1 Garner defeats number 20 Athens Drive 42-7. A lot of blowouts tonight, it seems like. That is a carry for no gain, it seems like. For a loss of 1.
Did I hear you say 77?
That was what I was reading, yes.
Wow, 77 points in a football game. That's a whole lot of offense and not a lot of defense right there.
And short pass right at the line of scrimmage, and he's tackled for a loss of about 1 or 2. And here's a quick update on the Fuquay game. They scored a 6-yard touchdown pass from Tyre Williams to John McBride, but the extra point was blocked. Clayton leads that game 7-6 in the third. And for me, that is definitely a game to keep track of, along with our game. Fuquay, huge rival, and when a close game like this, we really want to be cheering for Clayton.
Yeah, we already said Fuquay lost their first game, so they're down in the standings.
And that is a complete pass to the outside. Looks like it's enough for the first down. It's around the 33-yard line, I'd say.
I'm kind of surprised tonight. The Creek Crazies, they brought a lot out here tonight, but they're not as loud as I would hope they would be.
I think it might just be that we are in a booth with headphones on, and we're winning 34-7. That might have something to do with it, but yeah. And that's a run up the side and then back up the middle. So about a maybe 4-yard gain. Second 5. Ball on 38-yard line. And that is run for waiting for our scoreboard to update to get
1 yard.
1 yard. Goes back to pass, throws it number 24. It's complete for a first down, and then some.
We've seen 2 passes right there to number 24. He's wide open both times, so the secondary by the Mustangs really needs to sharpen up here on this drive.
Yeah, you're up by almost 30 points exactly, and, well, not exactly, but almost. You really don't give up these extra points, even though with such a huge lead, anything can happen, although it's highly unlikely. And there's a thrown away ball and a flag.
Flag was in the backfield, so we'll look for something holding on the Spartans. It'll bring them back a few yards. With about 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter, Middle Creek once again is up 34-7 on the Spartans of Southern Durham. It's going to be a 1st and 25 for the Spartans on Middle Creek's 34-yard line, so definitely look to pass here. Hit number 1 on a screen. Try to make something happen, but he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Gain of around 3 yards. Be 2nd and 21 from the 40-yard line. Once again, a pass predicted for the Spartans. Number 2 drops back to pass, looks for a receiver, almost tackled up. He's going to run and be forced down by a herd of Middle Creek Mustangs.
Is that what you would call a group of horses? A herd of horses?
I'm not sure.
Pack of horse? Pack of horses? I don't know. Regardless, he got tackled by a lot of Middle Creek Mustangs.
We'll let you know by the end of the night what a group of horses are.
First Google that. 3rd and 10, ball on the 47.
Deep pass.
And just out of the reach.
Wide, yes. Just wide of number 24. Once again, they're looking for him. He's one of their main receivers. They've hit him up twice for wide open passes, and
on comes the punting unit.
Number 12 in our secondary, just a little too much to handle there for the Spartans.
Okay, so it is a herd of horses.
So I was right.
The technicality of horse knowledge and large groups of horses. I got a B in biology.
See if the Mustangs can get a block on this punt.
Oh, we got pressure, but another short kind of punt. Maybe just, I don't know, but fielded at around the 26-yard line. and that's where the Middle Creek Mustangs are going to take over.
Check your tickets now. Winning number 080773.
The Middle Creek Mustangs would like to thank Spielberg Orthodontists for their Stampede Club sponsorship. Visit them at the Apex Professional Park or online at www.spielberg-ortho.com.
Devon Johnson tries to make it outside, but he's tackled by Davis for the Spartans. No gain on the play. Second and 10 on the 26. David Salmon back in shotgun. Handoff to Devon Johnson. He looks for a hole, finds one, and breaks out. A good 6 or 7 yard run. He's going to get forward progress on that.
Johnson on the carry. Picks up 8 yards.
So with a pickup of 8, it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Mustangs. And it looks like the referees are going to bring in the sticks to measure. So as we await for the measurement, score is still 34-7 with 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And the final measurement results in a 3rd and 1, just about inches for the Mustangs. So, you know, I would definitely hand the ball off to Johnson right here. He's definitely one of the most powerful running backs we have here at Middle Creek. So we'll see what Castellano draws up. And David trying to draw the defense off guard, but just not working right now. Play clock still above 10 seconds. David hands it off to...
Holds on to it.
Holds on, quarterback keeper. He's going to gain a good 4 yards and run out of bounds, out of harm's way, and gain the first down. Great play call. Definitely got the defense off guard, because that's just about the second time we've seen David run the ball.
I think that's the first time he's faked the handoff and actually ran with it as opposed to just a QB sneak.
Very good play call there. So 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Another handoff to Johnson. He's going to be gobbled up at about the 43-yard line.
You push that reset 3 button, it goes to 35 seconds.
Gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Now we've got Lopez and Johnson in the backfield, so very good backfield we have in right now. Two of our best running backs. Salmon hands it off to Johnson. He gets outside. And he could. No, just shy. Gets pushed out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Great run by Johnson. You know, once you can get to the outside, you know, a lot of people think, you know, it's not a lot of room, but if you can get out there, you're going to go somewhere.
Yeah, it's the case, I'd say, most of the time. And, you know, like I said earlier, Johnson is not the starting running back per se, but he does, from what I've seen in this game today, a great job at running the ball.
Yeah, Lopez and Johnson have been kind of switching out there at the running back position, so great offensive strategy we have as Lopez gains around 4 yards on the run. Bringing up 2nd and 4 on the 14-yard line. Salmon's going to fake the handoff, and incomplete pass to Jeff Sladek. just right out of his hands.
I think he started running.
Yeah, he
before
started
had the
running
ball.
before he caught the ball. I think that could have been a touchdown there. He had a lot of open space. Pass to Lopez. Gets out of bounds. Gain of around 5. Looks like they're going to get a first down. First and 10 from the 9-yard line. Hand off to Johnson. He's going to break multiple tackles and find his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's going to put the Mustangs up 40-7, pending the extra point attempt.
Let's see if Huey can go 5 for 5. It looks like they're bringing in number 87, Kimmy Pittman, for her high school debut. Definitely getting a good rise from the crowd. It's kind of the moment they've all been waiting for. Snap is good, holds good. The kick is up, and it's good.
That's awesome.
You know, it's great to see her out here on the football team. You know, definitely good support from her teammates, from the crowd, from all the fans here. And with that made field goal, the Middle Creek Mustangs go up 41-7 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Kimmy Pittman, our first female football player, scores in her first PAT. Congratulations.
2 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Scores from out of town. Garner finished off
And,
that drive, 42-7.
Not much left to do here if you are the Spartans. They're down by
Wakefield all over Holly Springs, 49-14.
a lot. 41-7.
Lucas is deep for Southern Durham.
Come on, you can do the math, man.
It's 34, right?
Hey, give them a break. School hasn't started yet, so
Oh man,
we're
It's
still
been
in
a
summer
while.
mode.
It's been a while.
Chris Huey with the kick. It's going to take a good bounce, and the returner will make it out to about the 24-yard line.
Samson will take over. First and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 from the 24. Spartans take over. Down 34 points.
He gave a wind clock.
And looks like they're gonna run the option here.
No pitch. Gets the outside and pushed out of bounds
Oh come on!
by Marcus Bullock, and that should not be a flag. No, he was still in bounds when he pushed him out. And Castellano is heated right now. He knows just as well as everyone else here that that was not a penalty.
Personal foul.
And they are going to call personal foul on number 22, Marcus Bullock.
Congratulations.
Very unfortunate that
Dennis Rohan.
the flag was thrown, but I mean, like you said, they're doing their jobs, and they obviously saw something we didn't.
Ticket, won't you?
So with a pickup of 15, we'll bring the ball out to the 49-yard line. First and 10 for the Spartans. Number 2 drops back to pass, scrambles around, gets a pass out, and
I think he might have been out of bounds, but
they're going to call it a catch. But he might have gotten 1 foot in. You know, in high school and college, it's only 1 foot instead of 2.
That's true.
So he must have got might have got a hair on his big toe.
I think he might have gotten in. That is that another flag on the field? Yeah, there's a flag on the field.
roughing the passer on Middle Creek. So it's going to be added on to the play, I believe. Yep, it's going to be added on to the end of the play, which is 15 yards, I believe.
Quarterback's going to run it. See, yeah, and look, another flag. And we'll see what this penalty's here for. Another personal foul. Personal penalty. But update on the Fuquay game. A huge stop on 4th down by the Fuquay defense. It was 4th and inches from the 2. Fuquay Varina takes over down 13-6 with 7 minutes and 39 seconds left. So that is definitely a nail biter over in Fuquay.
So with that penalty, it's going to put the Spartans on the 6-yard line. They're going to look to run the ball in the end zone, but they're going to be stopped by 22, Marcus Bullock, who actually just got the last 2 personal foul calls on him. So, you know, he's not letting it get to him. He's still out there playing some good football. So the gain of 2, 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
And a pitch to the outside, but missed the tackle.
Can't wrap him up, and he's going to get tackled at the 1-yard line, I believe. No signal yet. Yeah, he's going to get tackled at the 1-yard line, so 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Timeout is going to be called by the Mustangs.
And with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. You guys stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block. And we're back with the Sports Block. Score is 41-7 in the last 20 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Middle Creek is here playing Southern Durham. They are putting on quite a display of offense here. An update on the Wakefield game. They are leading Holly Springs 49-20 late in the 4th. Not much generating for Holly Springs side. And hand off to the running back, and he's going to be stopped short, I think.
No,
nope, they're going to
call it a touchdown. I believe his knee was down, but they're going to give him the touchdown.
And that makes the score 41 and possibly 14 after the extra point attempt. You know, I don't automatically assume that it's going to be they're going to make the after point. Because, you know, this is high school football. Kickers do have a tendency to miss every once in a while, as that looks wide, as you see there. So 41-13. And after that missed extra attempt, we're going to go down to Kelsey Barbario.
The Mustangs scored and the Middle Creek defense put up a stop against the Southern Durham Spartans. Player Marcus Bullock says that in order to solidify the win, the offense needs to put up points and the defense needs to hold. Back to you.
Thanks, Kelsey. That was a very solid point there. If the defense does not let them score, I think we're going to win this game. Going to do another kickoff here. Middle Creek will be receiving the ball.
Specialist in North Carolina for that.
Keon Smith and Devon Johnson back to return for the Mustangs.
Johnson and Smith back deep for the Mustangs.
Still waiting for the kick. Kick is up. It's going to be short, and Devon is just going to let it roll out of bounds, so they will get it around the 35-yard line. That was real smart by Johnson just to let it roll out of bounds. He wanted to pick that up and take it for a run.
He realized it was going to go out of bounds. Now, I remember a play in the NFL, and obviously this isn't the NFL, where the kick returner, the kick was right on the right on the edge of out of bounds and inbounds. It wasn't rolling; it was in the air, and the player had his foot out of bounds on purpose. So when he caught the ball, it was ruled an out of bound ball.
Really?
I think that's what I remember hearing. And that's going to be a run up the middle for a first down.
Gain of 11. So he will pick up the first down. But yeah, that is kind of smart. It's it seems odd that they would rule it out of bounds, but I mean, if he's out of bounds, the ball's out of bounds.
I guess so. I mean, and it looks like they're going to take a timeout. Just kidding, it's the end of the third quarter. Sports Block's going to take a timeout, though. You're watching, the score is 41-13. You guys stay tuned for a commercial break. We're back with the Sports Block. Missed the first play. It was a gain of 4 yards. Nothing real important. Or scoreboard says gain of 9 yards. No, it doesn't look like that from the chains. Scoreboard needs to make up its mind. Here's a quick update from the Fuquay game. They get a 2-point conversion on a pass from Tyler Williams to John McBride. Fuquay ends up winning that game 14-13. That's great for Fuquay. Another update, Leesville defeats Green Hope 36-19. And this game is another timeout. And with that, we're going to take another break. You're watching the Sports Block. I got it right that time. And we're back with the sports block. The ball's on the 44, and I believe the scoreboard is still wrong because it doesn't look like it's only 1 yard to go. And it is 1st and 10, ball on the 38.
Right side. That's good for a Middle Creek. First down. I put a broom on my ass and sweep the floor too on that.
You're gonna have to edit that out.
And that is
Incomplete pass. Second and 10 for the Mustangs on the 39-yard line.
And handoff. That's Naylaan, right?
I think that's Corey. No, Frankie Robinson.
Frankie Robinson on the carry, getting the some of the not first string running backs into the game with such a huge lead. And in the shotgun formation, Dave goes back to pass, throws it to number 9, complete, but not nearly enough for the first down. And the Stampede Club would like to thank Walton Orthodontics for supporting the Middle Creek student athletes with their sponsorship. Visit their website at waltonorthodontics.com.
Fourth and 9 will bring on the punting unit for the Mustangs. I imagine they'll try to pin them deep. Snap, and the kick is up. It's a beautiful punt. And it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Still a solid 10 minutes left to go in this game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I imagine Castellano will try to get some of the second string and third string players in there just to get some experience at the high school level.
Yeah, it's always unpredictable with injuries and who you're going to have to bring in, so you want to make sure everybody gets a taste of what it's like to be out there in an actual game on the field.
You know what? They do all these proof points, but
Handoff goes nowhere. Number 44, Matt Marino on the tackle. Second and 8, 22-yard line. Drops back to pass. Scrambles around. Completes a pass.
Whoa.
Breaks a big tackle and almost breaks out for a big run, but Corey White just stuck his arms out there and then tripped him up, I guess.
I guess so. Got him down.
First and 10.
Mustangs still have a very comfortable lead, so this, even if they scored here, wouldn't make a huge difference.
Fake handoff.
Keeper.
Tries to get outside. It looks like he might be a couple yards short of the first down.
About 7 yards. Second and 3.
Second and 3. Quarterback looks for a pass. Scrambles once again. Tipped ball. Pass is incomplete.
Try for Johnson. Ball's incomplete.
You know, once that ball's touched, it's fair game, so no pass interference called there.
And it looks like they looked like they were going to run the option, but the quarterback just went straight up the middle with the ball.
Marino on the tackle.
Matt Marino, number 44, on the tackle for the Mustangs.
4th down.
4th and 2 for the Spartans on the 35-yard line. It looks like they're going to go for it. Substitutions for Spartans. Quarterback looks to pass. Pass complete to number 10. It's taken down, but good enough for the first down.
Tackle by White. That's Southern Durham. 1st down. They have a lot of nerve.
So 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Score still 41-13 in favor of the Mustangs. Number 2 looks to pass once again, finds a receiver at the sidelines, passes complete, and clock will stop to move the chains as the Spartans pick up a 1st down. Castellano is hot on the sidelines right now. He is yelling at the defense. Gave up just 2 easy passes. They need to tighten up in the secondary.
Yeah, but like you said, we do have a lot of not starters in there, a lot of backup players playing today.
Incomplete pass.
Pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Number 2, Kendall Hinton for the Spartans, running the QB tonight for them. His incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. Sends in motion. Drops back to pass. Scrambles around. Looks to run. And he's pushed out of bounds around the 3-yard line.
Brings up 1st and goal for Southern Durham.
Stampede Club would like to thank the South Wake Oral Surgery and Dental Implants Group for sponsoring our Middle Creek Mustang athletes. For more information, check out their website, www.southwakeoralsurgery.com. That's southwakeoralsurgery.com, or stop by one of their local offices located in Fuquay-Varina or Cary.
That last play, the Spartans take it in for a touchdown, making the score 41-19. We'll await the extra point for.
And their kicker did miss the last extra point, so.
Diaz on for the extra point.
And his extra point is good, making the score 41-20 with 7:17 left in the 4th quarter. You know, still not a lot to
Talk about.
to make you worry, but I mean, the Mustangs. I mean, they still need to match the scoring points by the Spartans, because I mean, they look like they're on the hunt right now.
They got 2 stops.
Yeah, I feel like if it starts getting to the point where Middle Creek feels they're threatened, Coach Castellano will probably bring back the starters and take out the subs. But as of now, it's not. They're 21 points behind. That's 3 drives, and there's only 7 minutes left on the clock. So I don't think there is much chance for Southern Durham pulling out a win, although you never know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Middle Creek sunglasses.
Southern Durham on to kick. Keon Smith is deep in the backfield for Middle Creek. Punt goes right to him, bobbles it a little bit. He gains his ground, and he's tackled, and there's a flag on the field.
You know, I forgot what a flag looked like for about 2 minutes there. Thankfully, I saw another one.
I think that's going to be a face mask.
And here's the final from the Cary Cardinal Gibbons game. Cardinal Gibbons defeated Cary 15-12.
That last flag was a face mask on the defense. So will result in a first down for the Mustangs. Ball on Middle Creek's 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Simon with the handoff to Johnson. Finds a hole, breaks free, breaks a few tackles, and he's going to get tackled at the 37-yard line for a gain of around 13 yards. 1st and 10.
Final from Cary. Cardinal Gibbons beats Cary 15-12.
First and 10 on the 39-yard line. Just under 7 minutes left to go in this game. Middle Creek still up big, 41-20 over the Spartans of Southern Durham. Offense is getting their play called. Game clock just under 10 seconds. Handoff to Johnson. He's just dragging defenders all over the field. Gain of around 6 yards, making it 2nd and 4. David Salmon back in the shotgun slot. Hands it off to Frankie. He's going to get tackled. Gain of 2. 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs. Just about 5.5 minutes left in today's game.
It's going to be tomorrow's game, too, in a little bit.
It has been a long game.
It's almost, what, 3 hours now? 3-hour-long football game that's not over.
All these flags have just been delaying the game so much.
And that is not good.
Number 17, Keon Smith, with his first run of the game. Looks like it's a miscommunication between him and David Salmon. They're discussing it as they walk over to the sidelines.
And we're going back down to Kelsey Barbario for her report on the field.
The Mustangs have continued their lead throughout the 4th quarter. Team captain and wide receiver Gabe Cooper says that they came here to dominate, and that's what they're doing. Middle Creek's offense has been key to their lead, and Devon Johnson, senior running back, ran 87 yards in the 3rd quarter alone, putting him way over 100 for the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Kelsey.
And a flag. Delay a game on the offense. So we'll push the ball back 5 yards, just making it even closer for the punting unit. Snap is good. Kick is up. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And since it's a punt, there's no flag, no gainage of yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Spartans. Just over 4 minutes left in the game. Score still 41-20 in favor of the Mustangs.
I don't know how many did you take this time. I know we've already taken one.
Southern Durham took their first 3 games by the time they lost for a second.
Option.
He's going to be sacked in the backfield. Loss of around 6 yards, seems to be. They tried to run the option, but just kind of a wall put up by the Mustangs, and they forced him to go wide and just got back there and tackled him.
Yeah, the Mustangs have been putting pressure in the backfield almost all game, it seems like.
Loss of 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 for the Spartans. They look to pass. A lot of time in the pocket. Airs it out. Complete to number 14. He's going to break out a big run and go out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's kind of a lapse in coverage once again by the secondary. Castellano definitely has to tighten that up before next week's game, as we do travel to Fuquay for a very heated game next week.
Sports Block will not be there to cover the game just because it is an away game, and we're not allowed to do away games.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Hinton drops back to pass. Incomplete.
Another
and a flag.
He didn't touch him.
Pass interference on number 37. That's King Kiuka.
I'd say that's well over 20 flags in this game now.
It's a lot.
Pass interference is the call.
Pass interference. I believe it's a 10-yard penalty in high school, so it will make it 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
That's a first down for Southern Durham.
First and goal on the
You know, even through this 3-hour game and not much going on, the Creek Crazies, most of them are still there. There's still, you know, rows and rows of bleachers filled with high school students.
It's good to see that they're still here, not heading out with the big score. Hinton looks to pass again and can't thread the needle, looking for number 1. Good defense once again by the Mustangs, just really putting pressure on the receivers. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Time is just ticking away. Spartans need to come up with something big here. Hinton is just gobbled up in the backfield. Loss of 5 on the play.
That's making it 3rd and 15 on the 30-yard line. And we are at exactly 3 minutes left to go in this game.
And like we said earlier, there's no 2-minute warning, so the clock will keep running. Third and 15 from the 30-yard line. Hinton drops back to pass. Looks on the sidelines, passes incomplete.
Pass to Johnson is incomplete.
As he tried to make a spectacular catch, falling backwards. Just couldn't come up with the catch. Bringing up 4th and 15 from the 30-yard line. Really no choice here. They're going to have to go for it.
Half price hot dogs and popcorn at the concession stand while it lasts. Half price hot dogs and popcorn at the concession stand while it lasts.
Once again, Hinton drops back to pass. Looks on the sidelines just over the head of number 1. And that's going to turn the ball over to the Mustangs with 2.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Middle Creek would just look to run down the clock and end this game as it is right now. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Number 23, Brant Gristle, in to take over quarterback position from David Salmon. Just giving him a rest for the rest of the night. Make sure he can come back next week against Fuquay and really produce again for the Mustangs. Rhonda Smith just got back to the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 from the 31-yard line. I believe Gristle is just going to finish out the game here. David's just kind of relaxing on the sidelines, just getting ready for next week's game. Another handoff. Gain of 2. 3rd and 7 from the 33-yard line. Pretty crazy still here, still cheering. They're still trying to get their team to a victory, which looks like it's going to be tonight. Gristle's getting a call from the sidelines. Just under a minute and a half left in the game. Middle Creek still up 41-20.
2 seconds on the play clock. Gotta get it off, and they do.
Handoff to Robinson. Nothing going there. Stopped. 4th and 8, most likely. And a kicking unit is going to come on for Middle Creek. And a timeout is going to be called by Southern Durham.
And with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching the Sports Block. And we're back with the Sports Block. Middle Creek's just punting the ball off to Southern Durham.
Gets a good roll, and it's going to be touched at the 36-yard line. No penalty there. Rubino tried to get another flag thrown, but the ref said that the ball was tipped, so no flag thrown. Just under a minute left in the game. Middle Creek is looking to take this victory home, up 21. Really nothing much to do with 58 seconds. Hinton drops back to pass. Looks to Hail Mary. Pass is caught.
What?
And he's going to go all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. And only 11 seconds taken off the clock there on that drive. So if the extra point is good, it will make it a 2-possession game with 47 seconds left. So we'll probably see the onside kick, I would assume.
Yep. And we're going to go down to Kelsey Barbario on the field. No, we're not. And gonna go back to some gameplay here.
Timeout for the Mustangs.
And now we're gonna go to Kelsey. I can talk in a girl's voice if okay. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching the Sports Blog. And we're back with the Sports Block. Southern Durham is going to attempt a 2-point conversion here, although they have a very minimal chance of winning this game with only 48 seconds left on the clock.
Pass is tipped and almost caught by number 14, but extra point conversion no good. So the score remains 41-26 with 47 seconds left. And I know I can just see 2 kneels right here by Gristle.
Yeah, they're probably going to attempt. Going to attempt the onside kick. If they get that, I think it would just be an experience that the coach is trying to show their special teams with getting onside kicks. Just some practice. They don't have much of a shot here in this game. If Middle Creek gets the football, yeah, as you said, probably just going to get a few kneels to end this out.
Smith is deep for the Mustangs. He has kickoff for the Durham.
So we'll see what the outcome of the kick will be. And it is an onside kick, but it did not go 10 yards. It did not go 10 yards at all. And the flag is thrown. You know, from my position, it looked like it went about 9 3/4.
Yeah, and we're going to go down to Kelsey at the sideline.
It looks like the Mustangs will win their first home game. Going into the next few games, new coach, Coach Cooper, says that he hopes his players take advantage of every opportunity and really make the most of their season. Back to you.
Thanks, Kelsey. That onside kick didn't look like it made it all the way. I think the officials are going to discuss it.
Yeah, like I was saying, it went about 9 3/4 of an inch, and they were all huddled around it. And
looked like somebody kind of tipped it to make it go forward a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're saying.
Middle Creek's going to take control of the ball.
I imagine we're going to get two kneels to close this game out.
That's all they need. 2 kneels will do it. And they put David back in the game just to get these kneels. He is more experienced at this than Brent is. So the clock's winding down now. This will be the final score, 41-26. Middle Creek takes home the victory. And David's just going to let time run out before he gets under center.
And that's going to do it for us here at the Sports Block. My name's Will Giddis alongside Kevin Brunson. And this has been another broadcast of the Sports Block. The final score is 41-26. Stay tuned next week, 2 weeks, when we play Garner at home.
Good job, Craig. Southern Rock came through.